Bruce will be building low tunnels inside of our high tunnel. And, or for those of you who like Dune, you'll get this reference, hoops within hoops. Hello and welcome back to Life in Every Season. Hope you're having a good evening. We're getting ready to start another project, and it's to help get us through the winter. We're going to be doing, Bruce will be building low tunnels inside of our high tunnel. And, or for those of you who like Dune, you'll get this reference, hoops within hoops. It's a winter garden.
Plants within plants.
Yes, plants within plants, hoops within hoops. Elliot Coleman is one of the most respected voices in organic agriculture, and he says that with each layer of protection that you put onto your garden soil, it moves your garden 1.5 zones further south. So essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building raised beds with hoops over them inside the high tunnel so we can maximize our winter harvest this year. We will be using materials. We will be using 2 by 6 by 8 untreated wood. Yes, we know we're probably going to lose these to rot eventually, but we don't want to put any treated lumber on our soil. We'll be using 1/2-inch PVC pipe to make the hoops, similar to what we did down in our potato patch. We will be using leftover greenhouse plastic to cover, but we'll cover first with this lightweight mesh row cover fabric first.
It's called Agribond.
Agribond is the name of the product, and then we will put the plastic on over top of that. So we're also going to be using these Timberloc screws. They are 6 inches long, and what Bruce will do is he will install them down a certain amount, and then once they're sturdy, these will act as rebar like out in the potato patch, but we're going to be doing it a little simpler in the hoop house, but that's how it will work. And let's see, why are we doing this? There's a couple of reasons. The first one is economics. We paid a lot of money for this year, and we need to get the maximum usage we can get out of it. The hoop house has been great, and we are just experimenting more to see what it can do in the winter. The ease of going down to your garden. We live at least 15 minutes from any grocery store, so being able to just walk down to the garden and grab some leafy greens or whatever we can keep growing through the winter, it's a luxury. Another reason is growing leafy greens in the late summer and the fall helps build soil health. According to an article in the Sentinel Record in Arkansas, the University of Arkansas actually was the focus of that article, and they stressed that growing things like kale, spinach, collards, and those sorts of things in the fall actually helps enrich the soil. And the last thing that we want to keep growing plants for is, one, because we like the looks of the plants, but we call this our beach. We come out here when it's cold and we sit and enjoy warmth and sunlight, and just seeing the plants grow, we can go to our beach. Now Bruce will walk you through step by step everything that is going to be involved in making these raised beds, and I hope you guys enjoy the process.
Okay, as you can see in the background, I've got the start of the box going. I was figuring out before I got on camera the drill screws. I'm having to pre-drill through the wood, a slightly bigger drill bit than the drill screw. Then it seems to anchor. It wasn't anchoring, it was wallowing too big a hole. So that is something I learned. What I'm doing to join these straight pieces, I don't want to keep running cross braces on these to save wood, and I don't think it'll need it. I'm going to use my pocket jig tool. One, because I bought it and hardly ever use it. So what we're going to do is, I'll try to work with my left hand. So you set this up to the thickness of your board, and drill bit that comes with it. So this is now pre-drilled for a screw to attach this way and hit the next board beside it like this. So that should be enough anchor, I think, because we're doing part of this, the back side of your hoop house, if you're not familiar. Water wants to roll in sometimes, the dirt wants to fall out, we've got our cats running in and out. So securing that will help that too. So let me do this next board and we'll see how this works. I will fast forward as much as I can or put it on time lapse so that I'm not wearing you out with just watching me for minutes on end doing this. Okay, I'm ready to attach the first board in the run. I'm curious to see how this joint holds. I know this is usually used for some sort of cabinetry work, but this is that cabinetry work I kind of do, making raised beds. Let's see, get it seated in the hole. Oop, watch finger. Alright, I think that'll work. Now I'm going to switch and we're going to get ready to do one drill screw. I know I'm kind of far away from the camera. What I'm going to do is pre-drill the wood, get the wood out of the way. Just letting the bit get the hole started against the metal. Like I said, it's a little bigger, just a hair bigger than the screw, so it slides to the wood. Alright, so there we go. Success. I think I've used this before. I'm just getting the hang of how to attach these boards, but that seems like once it's attached to the metal hoops, a couple screws here to hold this. I'm not sure I need two. I may go try one and see how it works, but we'll put it on time lapse. We'll finish this box and then I'll at least try to get one hoop set tonight so you can get a better idea of what I'm trying to do. That's not bad for an hour's worth of work, I think. I learned something on the drill screws. I forgot that there's rebar sticking out inside the metal pipe, the galvanized pipe. So you need to go off center so the screw can bite and not center on the rebar. So that's what I finally figured out what I was doing there. I'm going to show you what one hoop will look like. So I'm using 6-inch Timberlocs. I'm going to sink them a couple inches. Let's see if I can do that without stepping on the beds. That is nice to be able to stand on something solid. Alright, one down. Way overkill. You don't need Timberlocs for this necessarily, but these are left over from house projects. So, and we may trim these yet. Okay, so that's the idea of what I had in mind. I think we'll do a hoop just to match the metal ones, slightly off center, maybe like this. We're thinking about when it's cold, we can throw the Agribon. It's a lightweight, it's what we use for our potatoes. We got plenty of it. Lay it across the plants because it won't damage them, and then we'll use the green, the hoop house plastic, greenhouse plastic on top of this. And we'll have to figure out, I think I'll secure it on the back and do something simple so we can just lift it over. The ends, as I'm thinking, we'll take greenhouse plastic and just use greenhouse tape and make these solid and just leave them on all year round. They'll just be here on this side. So that's it. We'll try to finish this up tomorrow, and we appreciate you tuning in. Have a good evening. We can. So now I think we need to get on one more hoop.
As far as it'll go.
And then start feeding it down. Okay, if you'll hold it right there, I'm going to go out and work the back side, and we're going to use these little large office supply binder clips to clip it to the pole where we want it on the back side. Work this down the back. What I'm going to do is pull as much as we can, cover this gap right here between the two sheets of plastic. Then we're going to even it up. Get pull it a little in your direction. All right, that's good. Okay, I'm going to let Kelly just hold the camera with her hand. I'll show you what I'm doing on the outside because I'm securing that. Everything's a toy in your account, isn't it? This is what the greenhouse plastic came in, and I'll put it back in what we didn't use, but I'll make sure there's not a cat in it.
She gets into everything.
On the back side, what I'm doing in between the bows, you can see the wood's on the inside of the bows. I am securing, I want to make sure I get that the first piece and the second piece overlapped. And I'm just using scrap pieces of lumber, and I'm going in between each bow. And just putting a couple screws in. And that's what we're doing on the back side. It's just little pieces of scrap wood. And I'm gonna go and do the rest, and we'll get you back on the inside. What we're gonna do now is use this extra PVC pipe, and we are going to roll it in the plastic so it's pretty much floor level. I have one of these clips somewhere. Just going to pin it with the binder clip. So the idea is when we need to take this on and off, we will take that one loose. One of us can just come and grab it. We can just get the plastic and let it fall behind the bows. And it should wedge in there nice. Soft plants, the plants won't get overheated. And then it gets time at night to put it back in. What we hope is we can just grab the plastic and okay, it's a little fiddly, which we expected. We're doing this on the fly and just trying to figure out how this is going to work. But what do you think?
I think it's going to work fine. I think it'll be good because it's something that I can handle even if I had to do it by myself.
Right, because that's 14 feet of plastic, and we're hoping that will, like I say, it may take two of us, but
I mean, one person could do it. It just might take you some time.
Yeah, and we'll try to perfect it and make it a little better, but that's our idea for going forward.
Yeah. Growing in the winter.
Who knew you could grow in the winter? All right, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much for dropping by Life in Every Season. We hope you have a good evening, and if you can, like and subscribe. It helps our channel out, and we do that to all of the other ones that we find information helpful. Y'all have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.